Welcome to Kigogona program. I am Mona B. Jao Gekoyo. Today we are looking at Mwenenyaga is holy. We read the Bible from Leviticus chapter 11 verse 44. For I am Mwenenyaga your God. You shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and you shall be holy, for I am holy. I will tell you the reason why you can see the Bible written Mwenenyaga, and I've told you that people were created in communities, and the first community to be created by God was the Agekoyo from Kenya. And you have to remember that God abode in Kenya in Mount Kirinyaga, and the God who abode in Kenya in Mount Kirinyaga is the sole God who created everything, the whole cosmos. And I'm telling you, we have had evil people who have killed people and forced them to believe things which are not true, suppressing them, and this is unfortunate. So you have to remember that for you to approach God, you need to have a vibration of frequency, and some people don't have a right frequency, so they talk of God, but they are not knowing God for real, including churches. And I'm telling you, it was prophesied even by the ancient prophecies, even Isaiah, Daniel, Mwenenyaga would manifest, and Mwenenyaga manifested, because I've told you the 21st century, there will be a cosmic revelation. In Africa, I'm telling you, will be one nation. And I've told you about the URA, the United Regions of Africa. And also there will be termination of evil regimes, because the way you see people living, you have evil regimes who don't even have. They pretend, even the USA, I'm telling you, even the Europe, even Japan, let me tell you. And you should remember that you should not sin regardless of who you are. But there are people who can sin and they don't care, but it's unfortunate. And I'm telling you, it doesn't mean that they are separate from the creation or that. No, everything operating, not only people, even the black holes operating because of Mwenenyaga who abode in Mount Kirinyaga. So when it comes to God, it is about alignment. So what is happening, some people are not aligning, and they have not been aligning. Their grandparents, their ancestral lineage have left them with evil programs of killing people, thinking that they can kill everyone in Africa and be left with the land, which is unfortunate. I'm telling you, Europe and USA will never be able to achieve such, because they are not even clean to be living at the world, at the globe. Even where they are abiding belongs to Mwenenyaga who abode in Mount Kirinyaga. And I'm telling you now, you see changes in Africa, because people cannot continue like that, sinning like that, pretending they don't obey the divinity. You are the one who will lose, because I'm telling you, God will never force you, but remember, you always be under God, because you are created by God, and you always be responsible for what you are doing. It is not for granted. When you do things, you are creating energy. Action equals energy. It can be positive or negative, because you can do a good thing or an evil thing, or you can choose to remain neutral, because that is also ability. It is not a must you sin. But for you must sin, because you're not sinning because you are important. Perhaps you are lying to yourself, you have money, or you are wealthy, or you are useless. Whatever you are lying yourself, because eventually you would benefit yourself, and you discover the things you are, thinking that it is your health. You are not attached to them. You are even born naked. And I'm telling you, you can have the things here, but remember, you also need to mind your vibration, because let me tell you, when you presume those things are terminal, or they are the way you see even useless people presuming, you won't benefit yourself. For me, I'm telling you right now, you see Africa unifying and successfully being one nation, because people who are useless, even Africans, who think that it is not possible, because for them they are puppets, and perhaps they are the progeny of the people who are betraying us. They are also giving birth, so they cannot know, because they don't know that lineage. They presume that history is not important, but they don't know. That's the problem. They don't know it. So people have things they don't know for it. They don't discern things they are having, which is unfortunate. We have heroes in Africa who have brought revelation. We even have Thomas Sankara. We have Patrice Lumumba. And I'm telling you, when people die, they don't vanish. And I'm telling you, you have those people usually kill African heroes cemetery. Because even Bob Marley, even was championing for unity of Africa, let me tell you, he was killed by the CIA. Even you can see how they attempted to shoot him, and when they failed, they decided to kill him slowly. Let me tell you, because they are the one who making those viruses. Even those militaries, NATO, And the US military Pentagon, they have bioweapons. They don't just fight. USA, even Japan are criminals. Even after the end of the Second World War, and it was not a world war, it was a European greedy conflicts, because even people are fighting prior. So you don't have to be such a cemetery. So after the end of the war, Japan was, having bioweapons cemetery. And what the USA did, they took those researches and even gave immunity to those criminals from the Japanese. And even it's unfortunate because for them they changed the tactic. Rather than now fighting using the nuclear, the bombs, they decided to be using viruses. And you can see they took the viruses which are made by the Japan, which is unfortunate, let me tell you. And for them, they usually target even those people who are awakened, who are liberating Africans. You can see even what happened to Gaddafi. Because even for Gaddafi, it was the US Navy, let me tell you, who wanted to humiliate Gaddafi, let me tell you. And after Gaddafi retaliated, you can see what happened in Germany, so that they can, Reagan wanted them to justify bombing Gaddafi, and they killed Hannah, Gaddafi's daughter. And you can see after this, let me tell you, putting, the sanctions they put, this, they will not do this anymore because they are used, they think they don't have anything, let me tell you. And you can see even what happened. And Gaddafi dismantling his nuclear, let me tell you, in 2003, that was a compromise. And even taking his son to study in London, because he died that they are important or know things, those economic things, they are useless people, because they even know things, well, let me tell you. It's so unfortunate. And you can see what happened. So I'm telling you, you should be very careful, because if you are part of this, you have choose radicalism. You cannot be, those people are useless. It's so unfortunate. The reason why I'm talking like this is because people don't understand the history well. They don't understand even the supremacy of black people well. They don't know the kingdoms which are there before even European claiming that they don't even bring anything in Africa. They have only brought death and destruction. And you can see in Libya, before Libya was a welfare society, let me tell you, a real welfare society, not acting or marketing, let me tell you, like the criminals who want to market. And you can see even they started bringing the HIV even to kids. And I'm telling you, HIV is made by NATO, the military NATO. So for them, they fight with the bioweapons. That's what I'm telling you. So they have other things they are using to kill, not only what you are thinking, but for you think that Africa is poor, you think that those people are helping you, but they are not helping you. They are useless people. And I've told you that it is not everyone who is the same. If you can compare people who have money or who have nuclear research and think that they are there, let me tell you, even those useless militaries, they have not done all the evil. The USA, let me tell you, wanted to bomb Nairobi in 2014. Raila Odinga was a criminal. He is useless. He wanted to overthrow the government. Even children would have died a lot. And what restricted is because God abode here in Kenya. So there was a ritual in Uhuru Park prior to their planned attack. Raila went to the USA and trained for 3 months. Pretending he said Boston, whatever, touring there. But I doubt everyone got taken by the camera. And so the plan was to assemble 1 million people to Uhuru Park and arm them to attack the State House. And they wanted to create Matea by giving students gun, arming them so that they can attack the police station, central police station, so that, they wanted to start the demos. And how they could have done, the military was hiding in Nairobi embassy of the USA. And how that's what the NATO did in Libya in 2011, pretending that they are helping the civilians or protecting what. So they had planned the same to Nairobi. But in Kenya, you cannot do such shenanigans, let me tell you. And you can see after the ritual of the gold rituals, what happened. And even they closed the embassy, let me tell you. And I'm telling you right now, for me, I have guaranteed you, it will not continue like that. USA will fall. This is inevitable. It is cosmic. And those evil regime and those useless regime, and there will be a new global order, let me tell you. And now humanity will discern and discover the one universal, the one multiversal God who created everything abode here in Kenya, in Mount Kirinyaga. Thank you very much.